You're watching Ringside Wrestling. Welcome everybody to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. This is Joel Perez, and this is a big video for this channel because it is the first. I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been thinking, should I do this? And I'm finally going to do it. We're finally going to try to work it out here on Ringside Wrestling. We are doing a news story type video. This is going to be weekly, and it is going to be called, as you see on the screen there, Behind the Mic. I am behind the mic, and you are the one listening to it. Behind the mic, we're going to cover 3 top news stories that went on throughout the week, whether it's WWE, whether it's wrestling, mostly WWE, because that's mostly what I talk about. I don't watch much TNA. I don't watch much of anything else. I am informed on it. I am reading these articles, and I am informed on it. I know what's going on outside of the WWE. I'm no dummy, but I'm not watching it. So mostly WWE, but if something big happens outside of WWE, I will be covering it. The 3 biggest news stories that went on throughout the week. So we're going to start it off here. Let's get right into it, but before I go right into it, make sure to go check out everything else that has to do with this channel. Make sure to go check out the Twitter of this channel. It's the same name, Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. I live tweet with Monday Night Raws. You can get informed if I just uploaded a video, so make sure to go follow me on there. Make sure to go check out the other videos on this channel. We do Monday Night Raw and Smackdown reviews, pay-per-view reviews, NXT TakeOver special reviews. We do talk about news stories. I do report on a news story if it is big enough, but this is going to make me be able to streamline those news stories, and that's why I'm doing this video, so we can streamline these videos instead of having to make 5 videos on a news story, on separate news stories. I will only have to do 1. So that's why we're doing Behind the Mic. Let's get right into it. Before I do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you're seeing here. But let's go right into the news. The real reason why Shawn Michaels is appearing on Raw next week. This is an article from The Inquisitor, and they apparently have the reason why Shawn Michaels, which it boggles my mind, why Shawn Michaels is appearing on Raw next week. So this, for me, is a big news story. Let's go right over it. No matter what the WWE Universe collectively says, there is a reason for everything that appears on WWE television. That's obvious, but it's not always as simple as selling a pay-per-view, which is why I personally thought Shawn Michaels was there to do. Sell the Royal Rumble, promote some fucking movie that he's going to be in, and just fucking skedaddle off, you know? It's become a rarity for a WWE Hall of Famer or a legend to appear on WWE television without intending to promote something to the WWE Universe. Of course, it's just business. However, there is always an additional reason for an appearance. WWE has the Royal Rumble pay-per-view coming up at the end of January, which is taking place in San Antonio's Alamo Dome. The event is expected to be one of the biggest WWE pay-per-views in the company's history, so WWE officials are pulling out the big guns to promote it and make the pay-per-view as memorable as possible. Next week on Monday Night Raw, both The Undertaker, yes, The Undertaker is going to be on Raw after being on Smackdown a couple weeks ago, Smackdown 900 to be exact, and stating that he is a Smackdown guy. So he will be on Raw. Why? We don't know about that, but Shawn Michaels is also confirmed to appear on the show. With WrestleMania just around the corner, it's only a matter of time before The Undertaker's match for the event and opponent are revealed. However, The Undertaker's appearance on Raw next week will not only help promote the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view, but he's expected to announce his spot in the Royal Rumble match. Wow, I didn't know about that. Undertaker's going to be in the Royal Rumble. That's going to be very, very interesting. Because if Undertaker's in the Royal Rumble, that means we're not only going to have Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, but we're also going to have The Undertaker in the Royal Rumble. And that is going to make this one of the biggest fucking Royal Rumbles of all time. So that does get me excited for the Royal Rumble match. And if Undertaker is in the Royal Rumble match, I mean, I expect him to win it. The rivalry with John Cena that has been rumored heavily throughout these weeks, I don't know. Will The Undertaker win the Royal Rumble? Will John Cena win the WWE title? And like that, they'll set up John Cena versus The Undertaker? I don't fucking know. That could very well be what they're planning to do. Why The Undertaker would announce this on Raw? I don't know. Ratings? Probably ratings, yeah. But let's continue reading this damn article. On the other hand, Shawn Michaels will be returning to WWE television for a very different reason. First and foremost, the Heartbreak Kid hasn't wrestled a match in 7 years. That is a long absence from the ring. So Shawn Michaels won't be returning to the squared circle, and his appearance on Raw next week isn't to come out of retirement. That's fine with me. Shawn Michaels does not need to come out of retirement unless it's for a big reason. And to enter a Royal Rumble match, I don't want to see that be the reason why Shawn Michaels, a guy like Shawn fucking Michaels, is getting back into the ring. Shawn Michaels, the best of all time, to enter a Royal Rumble? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't think WWE's that fucking stupid. But WWE officially announced his return during last week's edition of Raw. But his return to WWE television is being planned to kill two birds with one stone, like only HBK can do. According to a new report, Shawn Michaels getting involved in the promotion of the WWE Royal Rumble is obvious. The pay-per-view is being held in San Antonio, and HBK is notoriously from the city. So another appearance from him during the show is imminent. In fact, it's been reported that WWE officials have big plans for him at the event. However, he'll also be appearing on Raw next week to promote his new movie that drops soon, as we all know. WWE Studios is releasing The Resurrection of Gavin Stone on January 20th. Who gives a fuck about that shit? So WWE officials and HBK are looking to promote the movie as much as possible over the next few weeks, which will include the latter appearing on Raw next week. As of this writing, it hasn't been revealed what the creative plans are for him to fit in onto Raw, promoting both the upcoming new film and the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The WWE Universe will always welcome Shawn Michaels back to WWE programming. His popularity inside a ring hasn't faded away over the past few years, and a little bit of cross-promotion is expected for a former WWE superstar. Frankly, a WWE Hall of Famer continuing to work with the company for projects outside of WWE isn't going to hurt, especially considering HBK's recent work at the WWE Performance Center. It's possible WWE might also use Shawn Michaels' appearance on Raw to reveal an angle for the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view. He's very likely to appear at the event, even if it's just for a backstage appearance or something simple. But WWE may be thinking of something much bigger for him, considering the pay-per-view is in San Antonio. Shawn Michaels is also extremely good at keeping his segment short and to the point, so he'll promote all the things he needs to. WWE will get the exposure they want for the WWE Royal Rumble, and the new film from WWE Studios and the WWE Universe will have fun. By the end of Raw next week, everyone wins. I don't know about that. If everybody wins after Monday Night Raw. I mean, it's obvious to me why Shawn Michaels is going to be on Raw next week. It's a fucking ratings ploy. Sure, they want to promote the movie. Sure, he might reveal an angle for the Royal Rumble. Whatever that may be, I don't think it's going to be a very major one. But it's just a fucking ratings ploy at the end of it, if you ask me. They've got Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker appearing on Raw next week. That's gonna fucking boost them above a 3.0 fucking rating real quick, just fucking hearing the name Shawn Michaels makes you want to tune in to Monday Night Raw. He is a fucking draw. And a Kevin Owens isn't gonna fucking draw. A Seth Rollins isn't gonna fucking draw. A Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho isn't going to draw people to Monday Night Raw. You need a name at this point like Shawn Michaels, like The Undertaker, and that's why they're on Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon isn't that dumb. Kevin Dunn isn't that dumb. If they want to get their ratings up, especially during a build to the Royal Rumble, just put Shawn Michaels on the fucking show, and you'll get all your fucking ratings. It's a ratings ploy. It's a ratings ploy. There's no reason for Shawn Michaels to be on Monday Night Raw. There's no reason for Undertaker to announce his entry into the Royal Rumble on Monday Night Raw. He can easily do it on Smackdown, but they see that Monday Night Raw is floundering in the fucking ratings, which it is. It got a 3.0 this week. Why? Because Goldberg was on the fucking show. Give me a Monday Night Raw without a Goldberg, without a Shawn Michaels, without a fucking big name, The Rock, Undertaker, Stone Cold, without these names, and you'll be seeing a fucking 2.8, 2.7 rating in no time. So there you fucking go. That's the only reason, if you ask me, why Shawn Michaels is on Monday Night Raw next week. At least The Undertaker is there to announce a Royal Rumble, that he's entering the Royal Rumble, because it's obvious that he's going to enter the Royal Rumble at this point. But I still don't see why it has to be on Monday Night Raw, especially since he said he was going to be on SmackDown at SmackDown 900. So I don't understand that. But there you fucking go. That is the real reason why Shawn Michaels is going to be on Monday Night Raw next week. Whether you like it or not, he is, and he's going to be filling up a segment. It's probably going to be a great segment. It's going to be a fantastic segment, as a matter of fact. It's fucking Shawn Michaels. There's no choice but to be entertained while you see Shawn Michaels in the fucking ring. But is there an overlying reason for him to be on Monday Night Raw? No. And that's just the simple fact of it all. Kenny Omega is leaving New Japan and weighing all options. This is a big news story right here. Kenny Omega fucking leaving New Japan. There's a lot to say about this one. There is a lot. Kenny Omega, one of the best talents that New Japan has. One of the best. The match he put on with Okada at New Japan just this past week, I believe, was fantastic. I haven't seen it, but I'm hearing fantastic things about it, and I want to go watch it. I just need to find the fucking time. But I'm hearing that this match was fucking revolutionarily great. Fucking match of the generation, match of forever. I'm hearing about this fucking match. So the fact that now he's leaving New Japan such a short time after this fantastic match is fucking revolutionary. To think that this guy could be coming to a promotion like the WWE, to a Lucha Underground, to a Ring of Honor. It is fucking mind-boggling to think that this guy could be in the WWE. Imagine a Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles, versus Samoa Joe, versus Kevin Owens. Wow, just thinking about it. It fucking sounds great. Let's read this fucking article, then I'll fucking talk more about this shit. Kenny Omega just put on a match with Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 11 that has the wrestling community buzzing. It has me buzzing. But just 2 days later, he's made an announcement that is overshadowing it. Somehow fucking overshadowing it. Omega said he's stepping away from Japan to reassess his future, and followed that up by saying that there is no plan. My schedule is cleared and I'm weighing all options. This is a fascinating turn of events given his comments to Sport Illustrated before Wrestle Kingdom 11, in which Omega made it seem if he had zero interest in being a cog in the machine in reference to joining WWE. So we can look at this a few ways. Maybe Omega is tired of the back and forth from his home to Japan and wants something a little closer to home, or maybe his statements about being a cog in the machine aren't being read closely enough and that he is fine with joining WWE. But he's not going to do it if it means languishing in the mid-card or worse, when he should be in a main event talent from day one. Yes, if you're bringing a Kenny Omega into the WWE, you are going to put this fucking guy into the best position possible. Imagine a Kenny Omega in fucking NXT. Imagine what a Kenny Omega would do for NXT. That would be fucking revolutionary. Somebody like this, I don't know if Vince McMahon would let him go down to NXT, but if you want to see NXT in that flourishing state that it was back in 2014 to 2015, early 2016, if you want to see NXT back in that state, Kenny Omega would do exactly that. Putting him against a Bobby Roode, a Shinsuke Nakamura, a Kashus Ohno, which I'm going to talk about next. Kashus Ohno, who is back in NXT. Chris Hero. That would be fantastic. All these things. There's so many possibilities for a Kenny Omega in the WWE. Let's continue reading this article. Maybe not coincidentally, Styles is someone he name-dropped in that interview. Then there could be interest in joining WWE that way. Or maybe WWE really isn't in his future, and Omega is going to end up doing a whole lot of wrestling for different promotions back in North America, like his Bullet Club teammates, the Young Bucks, have done. Can you imagine Omega developing a Lucha Underground character while still working indie dates with that kind of pull that he has now following his New Japan stint? We don't know for sure what he's going to do next, but it sounds like Kenny Omega doesn't either. So all we can do is wait until he's figured out his next step. This is very big news if you ask me, because Kenny Omega is one of the biggest talents WWE can sign, one of those biggest free agents. He's now a free agent that WWE could sign. Last year, you had AJ Styles, you had Shinsuke Nakamura, you had Bobby Roode. This year, you can bring in the Kenny Omega. That would be a huge fucking signing. Imagine they get Kenny Omega for the Royal Rumble. Jesus Christ, you think the Royal Rumble is big enough with a possible Undertaker, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, all the talents they have from Raw and Smackdown, and then a surprise appearance. This could be the surprise debut at the Royal Rumble, Kenny Omega, or even putting Kenny Omega down in NXT. Imagine Kenny Omega debuting at NXT TakeOver San Antonio. That would be absolutely fucking great. Whatever you do with this guy, as long as you don't put him on Monday Night Raw. If you put this guy on Monday Night Raw, it's all over. It is all fucking over. Don't put this guy on Monday Night Raw. And that is assuming he's going to the WWE. He can be fantastic in Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor, wherever. TNA. I doubt TNA could fucking pick him up. TNA did get new fucking owners in Anthem Sports, I believe. They did get new fucking owners. Maybe they're gonna try to bring in fucking Kenny Omega and flourish TNA, because I know if I was Anthem Sports and I was fucking TNA, I would fucking throw all my money at Kenny Omega. Imagine a Kenny Omega versus a broken Matt Hardy in TNA. Again, the possibilities are endless with Kenny Omega. This is a talent that you need in your fucking company, especially since he's now a free fucking agent. You need a Kenny Omega. Look what he did for New Japan. He was the biggest name in New Japan. So in 2016, 2015, he has been the biggest name in fucking New Japan. And he can do that for a company like TNA. Lucha Underground, for a Ring of Honor. He can do that. Jay Lethal versus Kenny Omega. Oh my god. You can even have Kenny Omega in WCPW. All these fucking promotions. There's possibilities. Jay Lethal versus Cody Rhodes in WCPW. I don't know if fucking Cody Rhodes is in TNA. Yeah, you can have, if he goes to TNA, he can fucking fight Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle. All these possibilities are fucking there. But me, being the WWE fan I am, I would love to see Kenny Omega go to the WWE. But like the fucking article said, Kenny Omega's future is unknown. It's up to him. But if I was any of these fucking companies, especially Vince McMahon, especially the WWE, I would throw money. I wouldn't lowball a Kenny Omega, especially Kenny Omega. This is a guy who knows his fucking worth. He knows he's valuable. He is like the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks didn't sign with the fucking WWE because they're not going to be fucking lowballed. They're going to rise their stock, and Kenny Omega can still do that. He can rise his fucking stock, go to a TNA, go to a Ring of Honor, and then in a couple years, go to the WWE and be a fucking megastar, even bigger than he is now. But I don't know. I do not fucking know what WWE has planned, what Kenny Omega has planned. The possibilities are there, but I don't know. For now, that's all I have to report about Kenny Omega. He is now a free agent, no longer in New Japan. It's going to be interesting to see where the guy goes from here, but let's move on to the next and final news story of this video. Chris Hero returns to NXT as Kashus Ohno. He was there before in like 2012, 2013 when NXT was starting to pick up steam, when it was finally becoming good and it wasn't that bullshit fucking game show that they fucking had going on. Go search up NXT in like 2010 or early 2011. It was a bullshit game show with fucking Naomi, some bitch named Maxine, remember Oksana, those bitches. They had them divas fucking competing, jumping over hula hoops in kissing contests. They had guys, I believe fucking like the NXT roster, Wade Barrett came from this fucking game show. All that fucking shit. He was part of when NXT finally became a wrestling brand. When there was Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, they were down there. All these names. Kashus Ohno was there in NXT. He got fired for being, I believe, fat, but for being too overweight because he was getting out of shape. And admittedly, he was. But now he is back. And he has returned and challenged Shinsuke Nakamura. Kashus Ohno, known as Chris Hero, a big indie fucking name that is Chris Hero, is now back with the WWE. There's a lot of things to say about this one. NXT, this is going to do a lot of good by NXT. They now have another heel, and they needed it. They had Samoa Joe down there. Samoa Joe's going up to the main roster pretty damn soon. I expect to see fully Samoa Joe at the Royal Rumble. I mean, Kashus Ohno, you need a heel. You do need a heel, because besides that, you got Bobby Roode, you got the Eric Young and Sanity, and that's pretty much it. So, fucking having Kashus Ohno, and you're immediately putting him in to a main event spot against Shinsuke Nakamura, that's very, very good. You're giving NXT another top heel. I mean, you got an Elias Sampson, but you're not really doing much with him. You're trying to build him up slowly but surely. Sampson could be something big, but he's not there yet. And bringing in a Kashus Ohno certainly does help out NXT. Now you got a nice set of heels, and you got a nice set of faces. You got a Shinsuke Nakamura. You got a Ty Dillinger, who also could be going up pretty damn soon. I know they're trying to build, what's his name, fucking, I forgot his name, I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. You're trying to build a lot of guys down there in NXT. Having an established fucking character like Kashus Ohno, that is very, very good for the brand. We know he can go in that fucking ring. We're going to see some great matches from Kashus Ohno. You're going to put him in a great feud. He can not only fucking be built up into something big, be put in a main event spot, but he can also put over a lot of talent. Kashus Ohno is a fantastic guy down in NXT for putting over talent. And NXT, of course, has that beautiful blend of making people look good in defeat. So Kashus Ohno will easily be able to retain momentum. So that is very, very good that he is back in NXT. He's going to help the brand out a whole hell of a lot. And I don't know, maybe you can make him a fucking NXT champion. I doubt it with all the fucking talent rumored to come into NXT. You got Bobby Roode, who is certainly next in fucking line. You got Kenny Omega, who could be coming to the WWE. And if you put him down in NXT, that's going to be fantastic. So there's a lot of possibilities. I doubt Kashus Ohno is going to be one of these fucking talents who's winning an NXT championship. He could be a talent, as you saw in the NXT tapings, or as you're hearing at these NXT tapings. He's going to challenge Shinsuke Nakumura. That's going to be a great match for him to come back to. All this great stuff. He's going to be a great addition to NXT. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very fun video to make here, talking about all these top news stories. I will try to expand this even more in the dates to come. This is the first episode. It is pretty limited for now. I'm going to try to expand this video more. These videos behind the mic. I really like the name of it, to fucking say the least. Behind the mic. It might be what I'm pushing as the main video on this channel from now on. So make sure to click a like if you like what you saw here. To subscribe if you want more things like this. I do Monday Night Raw reviews. I do Smackdown reviews for a long time now. Those have been my main things on this channel, doing those Raw and Smackdown reviews that do pretty good for my fucking audience, which is pretty damn small. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez. Make sure to go check out everything else on this channel. And for now, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, and I am out of here.